Very good morning, children. Welcome to aimsindia's online session. This is biology, 6th class, living and non-living, part 4. So, we have been discussing about the living and non-living things from the past 3 sessions. So, today's session is the climax in which more facts about the living and non-living things we are going to discuss. Are you ready, children? Let us proceed. Response to stimuli or sensitivity. We know that the living organisms, especially the animals, they are made up of 5 sense organs through which they can recognize, they can receive the external stimuli. Okay, what are those 5 sense organs? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue and skin. Okay. So, living things respond to stimuli or changes in their surroundings or environment. In cold weather, we wear woolen clothes, isn't it? If our hand touches a hot object, what we do? We respond by quickly withdrawing our hand. Even plants are also living beings. A plant bends towards sunlight. So, that type of movement is called phototropic movement. Movement towards the light or response towards the light is called phototropic response. Roots grow downwards or in the soil. So, this is the response towards the gravity. You know very well, earth is a big magnet, it possesses a gravitational force. So, the roots grow deep into the soil. So, it is a geotropic movement or response to gravitation. In sensitive plants, the leaves curl up on being touched by hand. This is called thigmotropic movement. Response to touch. Okay, example, touch me not plant. Okay, Mimosa pudica. The animals like cockroach and earthworm, they move away from the light. They move away from the light. So, this is they are photophobic. Okay, that is the response to light. In all these examples, the responses are taking place. Why? Because they are living. Okay. So, here see, towards the light, the plant is bending, phototropic. When you touch a hot object, we remove our hand. Okay. Response to heat. So, this is the touch me not plant. This is normal. When we touch it, it curls, the leaves will curl or close. Okay. So, these are the response to stimuli. It is called sensitivity. Sensitivity is a very important characteristic feature of living beings. Further, a response is an action. What is a response? A response is an action occurs as an answer to a particular stimulus. Okay, for every question there is an answer. In the same manner, for every stimulus there is a response. Okay, it is similar to answering to the question. The response is according to the stimulus. For instance, cold weather, hot object, sunlight, gravity, which we have studied previously. Okay. So, these are all stimuli, as a result of which the respective responses, exact responses, like for cold weather we are wearing woolen cloths, withdrawal of hand when you touch a hot object, bending of a plant towards the light, okay, downward growth of roots, okay, towards the gravitational force into the soil, okay, and moving away of the animals like cockroach and earthworm. Okay, when the light falls on them, they move away. So, these are all the response to the stimuli. Okay. Next, life cycle. This is one of the characteristic feature. All living organisms, before they going to end their life, they replace their, okay, they replace with the young ones. Okay, the life cycle means the living things follow a life cycle. They start their life from a single cell. In case of animals, the life cycle consists of birth, growth, reproduction and death. Or we can say, if you take an equation, life cycle is equal to birth plus growth plus reproduction plus death, together called as life cycle. Okay. So, in plants, the life cycle begins through the seeds or the microscopic structures called spores, whether it may be a flowering plant or non-flowering plant. If it is a flowering plant, the life begins with a seed. Seed germinates to form a plant. The plant grows and it flowers, again it forms fruits and seeds, like that. And if it is a non-flowering plant, it produces microscopic structures. They are called spores. Spores are the units of asexual reproduction. Okay. These spores will germinate and produce the baby plants. Again they grow, again they form the sporangium, spore bearing bodies. Okay. The life cycle of an organism may take a few hours or a few days or hundreds of years to complete. Okay. The life cycle is specific in the organisms. The period during which an organism completes its life cycle is called its lifespan. Okay. It may be few days, it may be few hours, or it may be several years. Okay. What is that duration called? A lifespan. Okay. In case of bacteria, for example, the lifespan is very short, few hours, that is all. Okay. The lifespans of some organisms, for example, bacteria only 20 minutes and pea plant 4 months, crop duration we can say in the plants. Then pine tree several years, a house fly 1 to 4 months, and a mouse 2 to 3 years, a dog maybe 16 to 18 years, a lion 20 to 25 years, an elephant 70 to 90 years, human beings 60 to 80 years or maybe 100 years for very few people. The tortoise, the longest lifespan 120 to 150 years. Okay. So, the lifespan of tortoise is 120 to 150 years. Okay. So, the study of living things, it is very important, that is called biology. Okay. When you go to higher classes, you will study separate life sciences, study of living organisms, it is called biology. The study of living things or life is called biology, and this word biology come from the Greek words. It is a combination of two Greek words, one is bios and second one is logos. Bios means life, logos means study. The study of living organisms is called biology. So, biology is the study of all organisms, all living organisms, especially plants, animals, microorganisms, etc. Then what is the study about the organisms in their form, their activities, their functions and their environment. Okay. So, what we study in the biology means, we study about the organisms in their form, in their activities, in their functions and their environment. Okay. Biology has two main divisions. What are they? One is botany and second one is zoology. Botany means which deals with the plants and their study of plants and their life. Okay. Zoology means the study of animals and their life. Okay. The two main divisions. Then the third category, microorganisms. What are microorganisms? Some living organisms which are very small in size, and most of these are too small to be seen with the naked eyes. We cannot see with our naked eyes. Without the help of microscope, we cannot see them. Such organisms are called microbes or microorganisms. Okay. The biology which deals with the microorganisms is called microbiology. Okay. Some living organisms are very small in size and most of these are too small to be seen with the naked eyes. Okay. These can be seen with the help of an instrument called a microscope. Such tiny organisms are called microorganisms or microbes. The microorganisms occurs both in plant group and animal group. Okay. For example, bacteria, some fungi, they are examples of a plant group. Okay. Fungi, example yeast, aspergillus, penicillium, some algae and some protozoans. Algae is also plant group. Chlamydomonas, oscillatoria, diatoms. These are a few examples are mentioned here, very few, which are most common. Okay. And some animals like protozoans, amoeba, plasmodium. Apart from these, in between plants and animals, one group of organisms are there, they are called viruses. Okay. Both plant viruses are there, animal viruses are there, they are not considered as living organisms, but they are the connecting link between the living and non-living. These viruses possess only genetic material and they get the life after entering into the host. Okay. So, examples for microorganisms: bacteria, fungi, algae, protozoa and viruses. Okay. While bacteria, algae and fungi belongs to plant group, protozoans belong to animal group. Okay. Next, the difference between plants and animals. Living organisms, plants are living organisms, animals are also living organisms. So, what are the basic differences between plants and animals? The first thing which clicks on one's mind while discussing plants is that they have the ability to prepare their food with the help of sunlight, water and air, along with the support of green pigment known as chlorophyll, which is found in all green plants. Means here we are discussing the difference between plants and animals in part of nutrition. Plants prepare their own food. What is that process which you have studied in your lower classes? Photosynthesis. Plants prepare their own food by utilizing sunlight, carbon dioxide from the air, sunlight from the atmosphere, water from the soil, and along with that they possess a green pigment called chlorophyll. Okay, in the presence of that chlorophyll, in the presence of sunlight, they prepare their food material. Okay, that process is called as photosynthesis. Photosynthesis. On the other hand, the animals are known for their well developed body and its organ system like nervous system, reproductive system, digestive system, respiratory system, etc. Okay. So, in plants there are two basic systems are there, root system and shoot system, whereas in animals different types of organ systems are present which perform their own functions. Okay. So, animals are also considered to be immensely susceptible or sensitive to any stimulus. Okay, we can we can see in the animals immediate response to the stimulus because of the nervous system. Okay, see here. So, the butterflies are animals here, and these are the flowers, pridax. Okay. So, they are responding. Okay. Next, the plants and animals are falling under the category multicellular eukaryotes and are estimated to be around 7 million species on earth till date, excluding bacteria, mushrooms and lichens. Okay. Multicellular, what is the meaning? They are made up of more than one cell. Multicellular. Eukaryotes, eu means true, karyon means nucleus. They possess well developed nucleus in their cells, that is why they are called eukaryotes. Okay, multicellular and eukaryotes. We are excluding bacteria, bacteria are unicellular. Okay, mushroom multicellular, and the lichens, lichens means that group which is the combination of algae and fungi. Lichens are formed by the combination of algae and fungi, okay, which you will study in the further higher classes. Okay, both plants and animals are easy to differentiate, but there are certain characters which makes them unique in themselves. Okay. So, but apart from that, the few basic things shares by them is the ecosystem. Both plants and animals, in order to live, they need some atmosphere, they need some surroundings. Okay. So, they need the ecosystem. The surroundings and their dependability on each other. There is a interdependence. Both plants and animals depend on each other. There are many factors on which plants and animals can be distinguished, not at the physical level, but at a cellular level too. There are many factors on which plants and animals can be distinguished, not at physical level, but at cellular level also, in the cell also. Okay. Next, okay, that you will study in your higher classes. At cellular level, these plants and animals, if you take plant cells contain cell wall, but animal cell wall is absent. Plant cell possess a chloroplast with green pigment, but it is absent in the animal cell. Okay. Like that, few differences are there in their cells, which you will study in your higher classes. I hope you understood, children. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving latest updates.